Last week, we left off with a current inventory of $628. Also, on top of that, our gas budget was down to $198, which is something we're going to have to consider here in the near future. When we were done, our current budget was 67 cents, but the good news is we've had some sales this week. As I mentioned last week, while we were listing, a copy of Wii Sports sold, Uncharted, and Minecraft all sold in the end of last week's video. I didn't want to add it to the budget because it didn't seem to make any sense to add money to the budget, especially when we were ending the video, and I wanted to keep that video as short as I possibly could because it was almost 30 minutes. Throughout the week, we also sold a bunch of other video games. We sold Forza 6, we sold the Spider-Man game that we had on the Wii, we sold Wii Sports, and we sold Transformers. Not only that, but we also sold the Philips Respironics CPAP bag we picked up at the bins in one of our previous videos. With all those sales, that brought our total to $111.01. Which is absolutely fantastic. That means we're gonna go ahead and getting some shipping supplies, getting some stuff to help improve our photo quality. That way we can really get this ball rolling. With this massive increase in our budget, I went ahead and ordered some stuff that's definitely gonna help us in the future. I ran out of the free packing materials I had, so I went ahead and I ordered a roll of bubble wrap in order to make sure that we're able to keep things secure and prevent as many returns as possible. I was able to snag 175 feet of bubble wrap for only 18 bucks. To give you some reference, Walmart sells a similar roll of bubble wrap for the same price, but it's only 60 feet, so we're getting 115 feet more by ordering online. On top of that, I ordered 250 bubble mailers specifically for any video games and other media that we're going to be buying. I expect us to buy a lot of this at yard sales, especially because it's such fast and easy flips. Our total cost for that was $35.28. We got 250 of them. That cost roughly 13 cents per envelope, which is a really good cost basis. I told you guys I wanted to buy in bulk when I could, and I definitely am taking an opportunity right now to do so. Now, we made one other purchase that I will talk about a little bit later in the video, and you'll see why when we get to that. For those of you playing along at home, this brings our total from $111.01 all the way down to $56.87. If you guys aren't enjoying this video series, please do me a favor and like the video down below. It really helps with the algorithm. Also, if you could subscribe to the channel, that way you never miss a future upload, and you guys can definitely follow the journey with me. That would be much appreciated. Other than that, let's go ahead and get right into the content of today's video. I don't know that this is going to be a great yard sale weekend just because we're expecting some rain in the area.
It's gonna rain!
Thanks, Ollie.
I'm definitely looking for some good quick flips at the Goodwill Bins, so I'm thinking about putting some money aside for the gas budget. Hopefully we'll be able to fit some of that into the budget this week, and hopefully by the time we run out of mileage in our tank, we will have a full tank of gas. That way we just won't have to worry about it. Let's go ahead and get right over to the bins. Now, I do believe that this train set that I came across is definitely worth talking about. I looked it up, and because I know that some train sets, like I think Lionel is a big brand in trains, they're a great value, but I looked this one up and it looks like it does sell really well. My Goodwill Bins only charges $3.50 per large toy, so she rang it up as a large toy, so I couldn't believe that I got like a $60 train set for only $3.50. That was a great find, and I'm so glad I was able to track that down. Now, this next item I found, my hands are like a magnet for unique and interesting things.
Phrasing.
I mean, seriously, I have a massive knack for old wood.
Phrasing.
I mean, seriously, how can you pick this up and not just think to yourself, this old wood is going home with me?
Hey, phrasing!
But yeah, I'm not sure exactly how old this mask is, and I kind of don't want to undersell myself, so I'm going to do a lot of research into this. It's not going to get posted this week. I am going to actually break the rules a little bit just for this item, just in case it's something crazy. I don't think it is. It looks like it was just something somebody bought at a local, like, store or something like that, and it's just some kind of reproduction. It doesn't have any like made in China or anything. It does look actually hand carved, so I'm intrigued to see what we're gonna get out of this mask. So I want to talk about this Lululemon purse real quick. I picked it up, I grabbed it, and I paid for it, but I can't find it. Something tells me when I was rolling the cart out to my car after paying, I think it fell somewhere between the grates. The grates were a little bit bigger. It was a grocery cart, so I assume that's what happened. I'm kind of upset though, because these can go for like $20, $30 a piece. They're a great little find and they sell fast. Alright guys, so I was searching through some other bins, didn't find something for a really long time, and I looked down and my GoPro wasn't recording. The GoPro had actually shut off due to overheating. When that happens, unfortunately, I have to shut the GoPro off and keep it off, otherwise it'll just keep overheating and ruin all the footage. I didn't want to risk it ruining all the footage we had already gotten, so I didn't realize till I got home that I probably could have just pulled out my phone and recorded some stuff, but while I was looking stuff up and stuff like that, it's kind of hard to juggle recording and doing that at the same time. So I did come home with some other stuff. I want to go over that stuff with you guys, and I want to tell you the total that we spent while we were out. So as you can see, here's that big train set. I know you didn't really get a great view of it in the video earlier, but it is in really good condition. Everything looks to be in working order. I haven't actually put it together to make sure, but like I said, everything seems to be in there. All the tracks are on the other side, and this is actually supposed to be empty. I know that people probably think that there's supposed to be train cars in here, but this is actually empty, and the one online and the comps that I've seen have also had that missing too. So moving on over, of course, here is that mask I went over before. Here's a little bit better view of it here. I mean, look, you can see it's just like, it's old. It's very old wood. So even if it was not ancient or anything like that, which I don't think it is, like I said, it is very, very old. I mean, you can definitely tell there has been some time weathered on this thing. So very cool find. I ended up picking up this Starbucks water bottle. I don't really go for water bottle stuff like that anymore, but when it's so cheap and you're only gonna pay a few cents for it, I figured it was worth the pickup. We got another one of these club pots. If you watched the first episode, which if you haven't, you need to go back and watch it, we found another one of these pots. We didn't sell the first one, but this one is in much better condition than the first one, so I think I'll list this one for $20. I think she only charged me $1 for this, so that was a good find. Also, vacuum accessories are great if you can find them in really good shape, which this one looks like it was hardly ever used, if at all. If you find these, people break stuff like this all the time. These are great to put up on eBay as replacements. Another thing we found was this 7 golf clubs. Now it is missing a 5-iron and a sand wedge, but the good news is these do sell individually, and a lot of these look like they sell for $30 to $40. Some of them will need new grips, but for the most part, most of them are in really, really good shape. As you can see with these, they look like they are great. I think there's actually only one that needs to be re-gripped potentially, but these were a great find. I think, again, she only charged me $3.50 for all of these clubs, so it was a really, really good deal there. And then I skipped over this Lucas Oil Products high mileage oil stabilizer. This sells for nothing crazy, about anywhere from $17 to $20 per thing of it, but as we're in August now, I'm assuming this will probably sell in the next few months, so I'm excited to find that, and I think I only paid a couple bucks for this too. Now this isn't necessarily part of the challenge, but I know you guys are probably dying to see what's on this canvas. I picked this up as a new addition to our office, and just look at that. Look at that. That is a masterpiece that some kid drew for art class, and some poor teacher who doesn't understand the reference had to embrace and see this.
Excuse us, miss. Huh? SpongeBob? Who's your friend?
Alright guys, so I just went ahead and double checked my receipt. So we spent $17.23 on the items we bought at the Goodwill Bins, not including that beautiful painting that we got as well. So I'm going to go ahead and take that out of the budget right now, leaving us with $39.64. I'm also going to take another $20 out of the budget to account for some gas, so that way we have some money set aside for our fuel. And then on top of that, we bought one more thing. And one thing I noticed about all the golf clubs that sell fast on eBay are usually the ones that have the turf in the background. One thing I noticed about all the golf clubs that I see sell fast and look really, really professional on eBay are ones that have like a turf or some type of grass background. Now, obviously, this is just something that I could probably get like a fake picture of grass and put behind it, but I really wanted to make it look as authentic as possible. So I went ahead and ordered a doormat off of Amazon that was like $4.23. It looks exactly like what the green will look like whenever you're out golfing. I figured it would make for a great backdrop and be a great backdrop for some other items too. Anything that we sell that's kind of like an outdoorsy item would probably look great on that mat. That being said, with the $20 in gas I'm setting aside and the cost of the mat, we're looking at a total budget now of $15.41. Also, just so you know, I'm still keeping track of the gas. I did subtract 12 miles from the mileage tracker. But on that note, I know this was a short video, but I wanted to get something out to you guys this week, even in a slow week where we got rained out in yard sales. Again, if you enjoy the video, please leave a like, please subscribe so that way you get notified every time this series comes out, and I will see you guys next week.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo, set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make